Okay, welcome to week number 4 of Infinite Eckhart. So this week we're going to be going through the topic of understanding and dissolving the pain body. So Eckhart talks about the pain body a lot, and it's really important to understand what that is. So the pain body, as Eckhart states, is an accumulation of all your previous and past emotional pain that's stored in the body. Okay, and this can be from negative experiences, it can be from trauma, it could even be from generational stuff that's been passed down. Okay, and this is what the pain body is, and it feeds on drama, it feeds on negative thinking. And when it's triggered, when it's activated, and it can be triggered or activated from a thought, an event, anything like that. It could be scrolling through social media, and then that could activate the pain body. It could activate that past emotional pain that's stored within you. And it's good to see it as a separate identity, that it's not your pain, that it's not you. Because when it's activated, and we've all probably felt this, that when it's activated, it takes you over. But you know what I mean? You look at something and then you're triggered, and it happens in an instant that you're in that state. So maybe something happens, someone says something, and then you get angry, but you feel that anger come up in an instant. But I don't know if you've noticed, but it's really hard to then get out of that state. Like if you've been triggered with your anger, it's hard to then get out of it. You can't get out of it straight away. And sometimes that anger can almost take you over, and that's the pain body. It can take you over. You have more thoughts, it feeds more thoughts around this situation. So you just spiral more and more into this kind of negative, destructive state. And sometimes you'll say things and act in ways that you wouldn't even normally do, and it would be out of proportion to the present moment. So maybe the thing isn't even that bad, but when you're triggered, you know what I mean? You act and behave in a way that it's the end of the world. And that's the pain body taking over. Okay, and it is like an external thing. It takes you over. It's your previous emotional pain, takes you over. You think like that, you see like that, you talk like that, and it just starts to become you. And then eventually it starts to subside and you kind of come back to normal again. But that pain body is just waiting there to be triggered again. It's waiting there to be triggered. And that's why it's like, you don't want to just be able to get rid of all your triggering so then you're in peace. You know what I mean? If I just went to a mountain in the Himalayas and was just meditating all day, every day, I might feel amazing, you know what I mean? Being in absolute bliss, loving life. But as soon as then you put that person back into the real world, into, interacting with humans and all that stuff, straight away then their stuff's coming up. But what we want is to be able to, we need to interact with the world. We need to be able to do all this. So it's like we want to be able to release that pain body. We want to be able to not react to that pain body. And then we can function in the world and not get triggered. Because as I said, it's not going to be good to just try and get rid of your triggers and then finally you'll be happy. We want to be able to, remain peaceful regardless of things that are going on around us, because you have to in this life. And they always say, there's a quote that's, if you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family. And I feel like that's so true, because normally family can be one of the most triggering things for us. But again, we can't just avoid our family, you know what I mean? We can't just ignore them and stuff like that. And so, but being able to handle the pain body and process that means that we're not going to get taken over in that rage or depression or victim state or whatever that is, whatever that pain body is for you. So Eckhart teaches that the first step to dissolving the pain body is just to become aware of it. It's to be present with it. Being present of your sudden mood changes, of your different emotional changes, what's going on in your body. It's just becoming aware of all of it, your thoughts and emotions, when your pain body is activated. And it's when it's activated, you can be there with it, trying to refrain from judging or getting lost in that. Just let that pain be there, allow it to be there, just watch your thoughts and emotions, and that actually starts to dissolve it. But we're not used to that. When we feel that, we want to do everything we can to not feel this way. We're trying to avoid it. But that actually, by reacting to it, by trying to, the pain body gets activated. There's anger there. Then I'm trying to not feel angry. That's feeding it. That it's feeding the pain body because I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm actually acknowledging it. Whereas if the anger comes up and the pain body's activated, it's just there. I can just allow that anger to be there, allow the thoughts to be there, and just witness them as much as I can without judgment. And again, like with everything, this is a practice. Like the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the more you dissolve your pain body, the lighter you will feel, because the amount of energy, you don't realize the amount of energy that is going into keeping those emotions suppressed. Okay. And when you release those emotions and you release, which are linked to the pain body, you get all this energy back. You'll get all this energy back that you can actually put into enjoying life instead of the energy of trying to avoid anything that's going to trigger you. Wouldn't it be more fun to embrace life knowing that you know what I mean? You're not scared of getting triggered. You've got the energy to just enjoy life and live your purpose, your passion, and just be the person you've always wanted to be. And so it's really important as well, as Eckhart teaches, to, as I said, it feels like you're not really doing much when you're just observing it and watching it. But in that moment, when you're disidentifying with the pain body, it's stopping the power that pain body has over you when it takes you over. It's stopping that. Okay, and that's what Eckhart teaches, that's so important. Just being aware of it starts to, you then have the power instead of the pain body having the power over you. Okay, good luck this week to observe the pain body.